Hello, and welcome to a new video. Today we're just gonna do like a chill, chatty editing session. We're gonna edit this photo that I took, I think 2 weeks ago. And yeah, we're just gonna do like a natural, shiny, glowy beauty edit in Lightroom. So let's get started. First, I always make sure to crop the photo a little bit, just so that it matches up with some lines and then it looks nice. Here we go. I don't think I want to make this like super close. But yeah, this is looking pretty good. All right, and then I don't think we're actually going to use a preset today. I'm just going to like kind of go over the photo and just do what I would normally do. Anyways, so what I always do is I bring up the lights quite a bit to brighten up the background, as you can see here. And also to brighten up any highlights, and then bring the depths up a bit so that we don't lose any details. Here we go. And with the white I always play around a little bit, but I think here I like it better if it's a bit darker. Perfect. And I think especially with like natural beauty photo shoots, retouching, editing, whatever, you need to keep it really like close to you need to keep it as natural as possible. There we go. Because I personally just want to like show my models, clients, whatever, just as they are, and they've put a lot of work into the makeup, and I don't want to change it too much unless it's requested. But in this case, I just want to keep it very natural and simple, and I think we are doing a good job so far. So, and then I always adjust that a bit. I figured that that wouldn't work, but that's okay. It's also just a lot of playing around until you actually find the style that you like. And with different skin tones, these change a lot, obviously, because some people have like cooler or warmer tone skin, and so we always need to adjust that. But I like this so far. Okay, let's move on. I'm gonna add some clarity. Not graduation. The curve I usually don't really touch. I think in the preset there's like a small adjustment there, but I like the way it's looking so far. I always just make sure to keep the highlights glowy and like bright and not lose any details, and just keep like a clean, sharp, and natural image. Okay, I think I've said clean and natural about 500 times so far. Whatever. Okay, so let's zoom in, and here we're gonna work on the skin. As you can see, these colors do change the skin tone a lot, so we're not gonna go too crazy. But I like to just do like very minimal adjustments, and I think this look is kind of more like a pinkish look, so I'm gonna make the red just a tiny bit pinker, and then let's see. So her skin tone is a bit more red. I'm just gonna go with 5 here, and down here, this is why I always use a reflector. If you don't use a reflector, you're gonna get like shadows and the colors that are on your floor reflected into the skin here, and I don't want that. So this is pretty close to her skin color. I'm just gonna brighten it up a little bit. Yes, I think that's good. And I always use a silver reflector, by the way, so that I don't get any like yellow hues in there, because with the gold side of the reflector I just don't really like the look, and the white one's just not enough for me. Alright, so her eyes are greenish. Let's see. No, not too many changes there. That's good. And then other colors. Sometimes I do desaturate the blues a little bit for the backdrop, so that there's no blue hues in there. And then always just check on the eyes so that nothing changes too much. Yeah, so I'm just gonna go over this and just tell you kind of about what's been happening over the past couple of weeks, months. I don't even remember when the last video was posted. I did post a couple of live sessions, but I don't think I've made them public. Maybe I should do that, because I often do like live editing sessions via Zoom. Might be switching to Google Meet very soon. I don't know about that yet, but maybe. Because I did get a new email address, and I think the package kind of includes Google Meets, and that would be nice because the Zoom meetings are only free for like 45 minutes, I think. And I'll have to have some more time. Yeah. Yeah, so I might make those other videos public. They are in German though, because I actually am from Austria. Probably everybody knows this that's watching my videos. But yeah, and the live sessions, whenever there's only German speaking people there, I think it's better just to keep them in German, because then everybody like understands everything. Obviously YouTube's different because there's people that don't speak German here. But yeah, so now we're gonna go into sharpening. I just adjusted like the lights a little bit. I'm gonna go here to 2, and then I think I have 50 or 60 here, and then go up here just a bit to bring out the texture more here. And I think that's looking really nice so far. Okay, most important part, with the 105mm, I shot this with the 105, as you can see here. It's not that important, but with any other lens, you always need to click this, because it makes such a big difference, especially with the vignette that can get a little bit like dark here, or if you're shooting with like a 35mm lens, then you have some distortion and you want to eliminate that because you want a natural looking image. But for portraits, for close-up portraits like this, I definitely recommend 85mm plus. I use a 105, just so you don't have any distortion, because, well, what distortion means essentially is that the nose will get like bigger and the face would be kind of pulled back, and we don't want that because that's not a natural look. So yeah, and you can also adjust this here, but because it's a 105, we're not seeing that much, but I always just do it anyways, it just in case if there's anything. All right. Let's see, but I think we're pretty much done. I never really use grain on beauty shoots, just because I think I like the really clean and sharp look. And I'm just gonna zoom in and check everything. Okay, so I think it's a little bit flat. You always have to keep in mind though, this is only half of my editing process. I do all of the colors and lights in Lightroom, and then I do retouching in Photoshop, where I add like kind of the contouring back in and stuff. But I do want to go a little bit darker here. I think that's good. Yeah, that's looking really nice. And okay, let's get into some hacks. I'm already in here, so let's do some hacks. So what I really like to do in Lightroom is, yes, this is a little bit different now, so I always look for the right thing, for the right tool. It used to be the brush, but then you just click the brush, and then we're just gonna mask the eye here. Just a little bit. Yes, if you click O, the O key, you can make the mask visible or invisible, and then we're going to sharpen the eyes a bit. Just go down here to clarity, and I'm only going to do like 40 because I don't want it to look unnatural, but I still want you to be able to see. And then you just brighten it up a bit, and then since she has green eyes, I'm just going to make it a tad greener here, and then go a little bit more yellow here and make it a bit darker again. And then you can also adjust the contrast or bring out the highlights more, whatever you're feeling. But I think this is looking really nice. And here you can see it's only a very minimal change, but it gives the eye like more definition, and it just makes it look pretty. And you can do this if you're only using Lightroom. You can kind of do retouching here too. You could, for example, like adjust the lips here a little bit with the brush again. Let's create a new mask. The new mask features are so cool. There's so many things you can do, and they're like so smart. I don't know if you can see here, but you can like select the backdrops, select sky background, people. I've done this before. This is amazing. So if you have like one person that's overexposed for some reason, you can select them and then just tone the exposure down on that person. Okay, so now I'm just going to show you how you could edit the lips here. Let's give them a different color. So you would desaturate it here, and then click this button. Let's make them blue so you can actually see. Yes. And then let's go back in, and then don't mask automatically, because then it would be kind of difficult to get everything. I'm not going to do it perfectly, but I think you can kind of see what I am getting at. Whoops. Yeah. Perfect. Anyway, so this is how you could do that. Obviously, you can also, let's put this back to where it was. Yes, you could also, maybe I just need to like restart this one. Okay, but you could also like naturally enhance it kind of. I'm just gonna do it again very not pretty, but just for the purpose of showing you. So we can make this a bit warmer if we wanted to, or a bit like more purple, or just simply saturate it more. And obviously don't do it like I did it here, not like this crazy. But yeah, you can just adjust your things, your image a little bit. And then with the retouching, you can use the not the copy stamp, the healing brush, I think it's called in Photoshop. And then she has really nice skin, so I'm gonna have to look for something. Okay, maybe we can do this one. And then with this patch thing, maybe it's called the patch tool, I don't know. You can just select whatever you want to remove, and it's gonna automatically choose something to cover it up with. If you don't like it, you can just grab the thing and just drag it around. And yeah, this is how you could retouch in Lightroom if you don't want to open Photoshop, or if you're not as experienced with it yet, or whatever, if you just want to use Lightroom. Okay, so I think we're done. I think that's all. If you have any questions, any requests on any specific videos, any specific like tools, topics, anything you need help with, please drop them down below in the comments, or you can also message me on Instagram. I also have a new Instagram account only for education purposes, so all around photography, editing, retouching, business, all of that stuff. You can follow along. I'll put it on the screen. And yeah, I'm so happy I'm back. Let me know, as I've said, if you have any suggestions. I'll be happy to do them. I promise I'll get around to them sooner than I did last time. But yeah, so nice talking to you again, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.